We can also display content on our website by using summary blocks. These blocks allow us to show several blog posts or several products without having to drag and drop individual image blocks and adding text blocks, buttons, and all that good stuff. Whenever we add a summary block, we're able to pull directly from our blog post or directly from our products or services that we've already added to our website and allow them to show up on a particular page of our site. It also allows us to automatically link to those different areas, and we can simply click on the photo and be taken directly to that blog post or product. Now, this works best when you already have inventory in your shop or when you already have a collection of blog posts. In lesson 6, I'll be showing you how to add and manage your store or your blog on your website, but just know that we'll get to that. And for right now, I just want to show you how you can use those summary blocks so that whenever you do have your blog or your store up and running, you can add these onto your page. Whenever we're ready to add in our summary blocks, we're going to hover over the section that we want to add it to, come to Edit, add in our content block, and choose the style of summary block we would like to have on our page. Then what we need to do is select one of our pages in order to add content to the summary block. If you don't have a blog page or a shop page yet, you're going to want to make sure that you set these up before you start adding your summary blocks. I do have content over here in the blog page, so I'm going to click blog. Once I have inventory added to my shop pages, I can also choose from shop. So let's click blog for right now. And we'll see that all the posts that we currently have on our blog page start populating into the summary block. From here, we can go over to the layout tab. And we can customize the appearance of our summary block. We can choose from a wall format, a carousel format, a list format, or a grid format. You can also change the aspect ratio of your images here to go to auto, or 1:1, or some of the other ratios we saw in the last mini lesson whenever we were adding images and gallery blocks. Now, in order to change the number of images that appear in each row, what you can do is play around with this column width here. By increasing the column width, we see less images per row. And by decreasing the column width, we see more images per row. We can also adjust the gutter width, which is going to alter the amount of space in between the images. And we can also modify the text size, alignment, and the metadata position. Now, your metadata is over here in the display tab. And this can include the date that the blog post was created and published, the category, the author, comments, tags, or location. You can also choose to hide the metadata information if you'd like. You can also filter your summary blocks by category and by tag, so that if you do have categories set on your products or blog posts, again, which we'll get into in lesson 6, you'll be able to only show content that has those category filters or those tags. You can also designate certain blog posts as featured posts. So if you do enable this here, then only your blog posts that are marked as featured posts will show up. You can also change the number of items that are displayed. So if you have several blog posts and you only want to show the first 2, for example, then you'll only see the first 2 posts. You can display up to 30 items at a time, but if you'd like to display more than 30 on a single page, you'll have to add another summary block, and that's where you'll want to use those category or tag filters. You can also toggle this read more link on if you would like that to appear below your images as well. Let's come back to our layout tab and we will expand our column width here and decrease our gutter width. And we will also change our text size. And click apply. Now, just like we did with the gallery blocks, we can use these spacers to adjust the size of our summary block. Now, when we do this, you'll also notice that our formatting of our summary block changes. We can simply just play around with the spacer bars a little bit. Until we see a layout that we are happy with. We can also come back into edit here and adjust the column width again. Click apply and save. And now we're able to display our blog posts or our shop items without having to go in and add individual blocks.